Volume 2 means for the regular batch student. If you are a fast track, then obviously compact. Okay, so what is the faceless assessment? Why faceless assessment? Very simple part, very interesting part. Examination obviously not expecting any question because this is a procedural part. So how they will ask the question from procedure? But I will teach you the procedural part, very interesting, very simple part. So all people just focus here. What is the faceless assessment? Pay attention. So guys, earlier what happened? Earlier that assessment is done by your assessing officer. Assessing officer means your jurisdictional area assessing officer. Your assessing officer means assessing officer located in your city. So suppose you are from Bangalore, then assessing officer located in Bangalore. That person used to do your assessment. Suppose if you are located in Chennai, then assessing officer located in Chennai, that person used to do your assessment. So there may be a chance of the corruption and all. And there was a huge corruption in that part. So our government decided that how to remove that corruption. So our current government, Modi government, Arun Jaitley ji, Nirmala Sitharaman ji, they took some very good step, and that is really appreciable step. That is the faceless assessment. Now, sir, in faceless, how they will do the assessment? So pay attention. Here, pay attention. Nimit, pay attention. So for faceless assessment purpose, they have constituted one national faceless assessment center in the Delhi. So in Delhi, they have set up one center that is called National Faceless Assessment Center. I will call it NFAC. NFAC means National Faceless Assessment Center. This National Faceless Assessment Center, this is located at Delhi, and that is facilitating the assessment in the centralized manner. So this center is located at Delhi. Now guys, suppose there is one assessee. That assessee name is Mr. Raj. Suppose department want to do the assessment of Raj, then who will issue the notice, sir? Now guys, this NFAC will issue the notice. NFAC will issue the notice to the Raj. Suppose notice issued under section 143(2) for the scrutiny notice. So here NFAC, National Faceless Assessment Center, that Delhi office, they will issue the notice to the Raj. Okay, your assessment will be done in the faceless manner and you have to reply online. So he has to reply the online. So NFAC is one center in Delhi. Now guys, in every area, they have constituted various type of the unit, and there are 4 type of unit. Like in Mumbai, they are having the one is the assessment unit, that is called as AU. One unit is known as the verification unit. Verification unit is known as the VU. One is the technical unit. That technical unit is known as the TU. And one is the review unit, that is known as the RU. So in Mumbai, there may be more than there are 4 type of unit, but in Mumbai there may be possibility they have constituted 10 assessment unit. In Mumbai there may be possibility there are 10 assessment unit, 10-12 verification unit, 10-12 technical unit, 10-12 review unit. So there are various units in Mumbai. After that, suppose in Ahmedabad also they have constituted this type of unit, that similar type assessment unit, verification unit, technical unit, review unit. After that, in the suppose in the Bangalore also they have constituted same type of unit, Bangalore also. Suppose in Kolkata also they have constituted various this type of unit. So guys, they have constituted this unit in various areas. Like in Mumbai, there may be possibility there are 10 assessment unit in the Mumbai and all. So guys, now what will happen? How this assessment, they will do the assessment. Try to understand. Guys, suppose Raj assessment is going to be conducted in faceless manner. How it will be conducted? So first, notice will be issued by the NFAC to the Raj. Okay, your assessment will be done in the faceless manner. After that, suppose Raj is located in Chennai. Raj is located in Chennai. So Raj, I can say that his territorial area is the Chennai. Now what will happen? When his case is selected for the assessment in the faceless manner, then this NFAC will allot this case to any of the assessment unit in India through the automated allocated system. Through the automated allocated system, there is a one system is called automated allocated system, and automatic allocated system is computer based system. Through computer based system, NFAC will allot this case to the any of the assessment unit in the India. For an example, they have allotted this assessment to this assessment unit, and this assessment unit is located in Mumbai. Now you may ask the question, sir, this assessment unit is located in Mumbai, then how that Mumbai unit can do the assessment of person located in Chennai? Answer is yes, they can do that. This is your FaceLess assessment. And that assessee will not be aware that my assessment is done by the any assessment unit located in Mumbai or any assessment unit located in Bangalore, Kolkata. He is not aware about that. So NFAC will allocate that assessment to any of the assessment unit in India through the automated allocated system. Automated allocated system, that is the AA base. Automated allocated system means by computerized base, it will be allocated to any assessment unit. Now guys, what is the function of assessment unit? Assessment unit function is to do the assessment. So main work will be done in the FaceLess assessment by the assessment unit, means this assessment unit will do the assessment work. That is the main work will be done by the assessment unit. Now next part. Suppose this assessment unit, while doing the assessment, they want some evidences, some information, some confirmation from assessee or from any other person. Means suppose they need some information, documents, confirmation, they need some evidences from assessee or any other person. So can they directly communicate to assessee? Answer is no. What this assessment unit will do, you know that assessment unit will request to the NFAC, sir, we need the confirmation or clarification, information, document on so and so point from the assessee. We request you, please ask assessee to furnish this information. So what NFAC will do, you know that NFAC will ask to Raj, means here there will be a coordination between Raj and assessment unit through the NFAC, means through NFAC is a mediator in simple word. NFAC is a mediator. So here assessment unit need the confirmation. In that particular case, they will request to NFAC and NFAC will request to assessee or any other person. That assessee or any other person will submit the document information and any evidences to the NFAC. NFAC will hand over that document information and all to the assessment unit. Now next part. Suppose that assessment unit wants to do some verification. So in department, there is a verification unit. Now, what is the function of verification unit? Verification unit main function is to the verification work. Suppose for an example, here assessment unit want that they need some verification of the fact, verification of the books and all. So question is that can directly they approach to the verification unit? Answer is no, guys. The answer is no. They will request to the NFAC, sir, we need the verification on so and so point. We request you, please ask any verification unit so that we can get the report from verification unit. So what NFAC will do? Again, NFAC will follow the automated allocated system, means on the computer base, they will allocate your case to any verification unit. Any verification unit through the automated allocated system. So guys, there may be possibility or verification work will be done by the unit located in the Ahmedabad or unit located in the Bangalore or unit located in the Kolkata, and assessment is done by the unit located in the Mumbai. So that is the automated allocated system. So for an example here, verification work is given to this unit, then this unit will prepare the report and that report will be sent to the NFAC and NFAC will hand over that report to the assessment unit. NFAC will send that report to the assessment unit. Now guys, suppose this assessment unit needs some help on the technical matter. Technical matter means, what is the meaning of technical matter? Technical matter means any matter related to the transfer pricing or related to the some forensic or accounting. Some technical help is required by the assessment unit. Then can assessment unit directly connect to the technical unit? Answer is no. They will request to the NFAC. And what NFAC will do, you know that through the automated allocated system, that case will be handed over to any technical unit. Suppose they handed over to this technical unit and this technical unit will help in the technical matter. So this technical unit will send the report to the NFAC and NFAC will again send that report to the assessment unit. You are getting now how this is happening basically. This is the very interesting process. So how they will do the like faceless assessment? So here technical unit will help to the this assessment unit through the NFAC. So NFAC is basically mediator. NFAC is a mediator. After that, guys, whenever they will complete the assessment, so before completing the assessment, they will prepare one order, means they will prepare one statement. In that statement, they will write that what variation we are going to make in the assessment order, or what variation, if there will be a variation or not variation, that is the determination of income or loss, they will determine. After that, they will send to NFAC. Suppose NFAC feel that we should review that first. We should review that. Means suppose NFAC think that there should be a review on whatever assessment unit has done. There should be a review. So they may transfer the case to any of the review unit. And review unit will give their suggestion that okay, whatever assessment they are going to complete in that assessment, that is our suggestion. So review unit work is to give the suggestion on whatever proposed order means they will make the order. So whatever proposed order they are going to make on that, review unit may give the like suggestion. So review unit suggestion will be given to the NFAC. NFAC will hand over that suggestion to the assessment unit. Assessment unit may consider this suggestion or they may ignore that suggestion. If assessment unit is ignoring the suggestion, they have to write the reason why they are ignoring the suggestions. And after that, here assessment unit will send the draft order to the NFAC. Here assessment unit will send the draft order to the NFAC. And guys, if draft order is sent to the NFAC, now what NFAC will do? NFAC will send that order to directly to the assessee, means they will ask assessment unit to make it final order, and after final order they will send to the assessee. But suppose if that assessee is a DRP assessee, you know that we have discussed that one dispute resolution panel concept. If their assessee is a non-resident or foreign company or any assessee whose case was transferred to TPO, and due to TPO order, there is a variation, then department will send him the draft order. So suppose if that assessee is that assessee, then what will do? NFAC will send the draft order to the assessee, not a final order. Now assessee will file the objection to the DRP, dispute resolution panel. Dispute resolution panel will give the direction to the NFAC. That direction NFAC will hand over to assessment unit. Assessment unit will pass the order in accordance with that direction, and guys, that final order will be sent to the assessee. So this way that faceless assessment will be conducted or faceless assessment will be done. You got my point or not? Yes, we will discuss one by one point. All people just focus here. If you have compact, then it's okay. If you are regular batch student, second volume you may follow, but don't follow that because I have given in very nicely manner in chart format. So just focus here only. Here guys, first I will teach you about the faceless assessment centers and faceless assessment units. So faceless assessment centers and faceless assessment units. So all people just focus here. First I will teach you what is the faceless assessment center. So guys, in the faceless assessment center, first is the NFAC. NFAC is a National Faceless Assessment Center. And what is the function of NFAC? NFAC is facilitating the conduct of the faceless assessment proceeding in the centralized manner. So in the centralized manner, they are going to conduct the assessment. So that is National Faceless Assessment Center, NFAC. Now, what is the function of assessment unit? That is the AU assessment unit. Guys, assessment unit will do they are performing the function of making the assessment. They will identify the point and issues. They will identify point and issue and on what matter they want to make the assessment. So they will identify the points and issues. They will seeking the information and clarification on points and issue. They will take the information or clarification on points and issue. They will analysis of the material furnished by the assessee or any other person. They will analyze the whatever material furnished by the assessee or any other person. They will analyze that. After that, what is the function of verification unit? Verification unit, function of verification, inquiry or cross verification they will do, examination of the books of accounts and all they will do, examination of the witness or recording of statement they will do. Now there is a one note you will not able to understand now, but after some time you will able to understand. Here note says that function of verification unit may also be performed by verification unit located in any other faceless center set up under the act and under any scheme of this act, and the request for verification may also be assigned through the NFAC to such verification unit. That I will discuss later, because verification can be done in the physical manner only. Everything will be in the like online manner, faceless manner, but verification can be done in the physical manner only because it is not possible to verify the things online. So there may be possibility that verification will be done in the physical manner. Now next part, technical unit. What will be the function of technical unit? The function of technical assistance, it means assistance or advice on the legal or accounting or forensic or information technology or valuation or transfer pricing or data analytics or management. Any other technical matter under this act or agreement under section 1990 DTAA related any help is required, then technical unit will help, which may be required in the particular case or class of cases. Now review unit, what review unit function is? So review unit function is function of review of income determination proposal, means whatever income determination proposal made by the assessment unit, here review unit will review that, checking whether the relevant and material evidences has been brought on the record or not. They will check that whatever relevant and material evidences that has been brought on the record or not, relevant point of the fact and law have been duly incorporated or not, the issue requiring addition or disallowance have been incorporated or not. So that is the function of the review unit. Now question is that there may be one doubt in your mind, okay, sir, who will be the authority in the assessment unit, verification unit, review unit and technical unit? Guys, all assessing officer will be the authority in this unit. All assessing officer means on the first day I have discussed that assessing officer means your joint director, assistant director, deputy director, ITO and additional CIT, and after that additional DIT, joint director also, joint commissioner. Like in this area, like assessment wing, we can say that the JC, joint commissioner, additional commissioner, AC and DC and ITO, and in that investigation wing, you can say that additional director as well as the joint director, deputy director and assistant director, they will be the authority in this particular unit. So here the AU, VU, TU and RU shall have the following authority, namely one is the additional CIT, additional DIT, JC, JD as the case may be, or DC, DD, AC, DD, ITO as the case may be. In simple word, I can say that AO, assessing officer, will work in this unit. Such other income tax authority, ministerial staff, executive or consultant as may be considered necessary by the board. So suppose board feel it is necessary, then they may appoint some other IT authority also in this particular units. So suppose for an example, after some time CBDT realized that we need chartered accountant also in the unit, then they may appoint the chartered accountant also. So any such IT authority, ministerial staff, executive or consultant as may be necessary for conducting the assessment and all. So here now we will start with the procedure part. Okay, what is the procedure of the assessment? So here guys, very simple part. There is no need to take the lots of pressure and all. It's very simple part. Just try to understand, just try to follow this process. It's very simple and you will say, oh sir, it's very easy. Procedure for faceless assessment or reassessment under section 143.3, 144 and 147. So all three assessment, scrutiny, bad judgment and income escaping assessment will be done in this manner. Here, first part, National Faceless Assessment Center, that is NFAC. What NFAC will do? They shall assign the case selected for the purpose of faceless assessment to the specific assessment unit through an automated allocated system. So through automated allocated system, they will assign your case to any assessment unit. So now your case is with the assessment unit. Now what will happen? NFAC shall intimate the assessee. NFAC is basically, you can say that the mediator of every person is a NFAC. NFAC shall intimate the assessee that assessment shall be made as per this scheme. So they will intimate the assessee that your assessment will be done as per this scheme. Now, NFAC shall serve the notice under section 143.2. 143.2 is a scrutiny notice, or 142.1, that is the RIA notice. 142.1 is a RIA notice to the assessee, and the assessee may file his response to such notice within the date specified therein. So here assessee may file his response. If assessee feel, then he may respond to the department. If you receive any scrutiny notice or RIA notice, then you may give the response to the department. It's your choice. So assessee will respond to the NFAC. And the NFAC which shall forward the same to the assessment unit, means if any response is received from assessee, then they will send the response to the assessment unit. Now guys, assessment unit may make the request to NFAC. Here assessment unit is requesting. And assessment unit is requesting for what? Here assessment unit will make the request to the NFAC for either obtaining information, document and evidences from the assessee or any other person. Suppose they need the information, document, evidences from assessee or any other person, or They conducting inquiry or verification from verification unit. VU means verification unit. Here assessment unit wants that there should be a verification or inquiry from verification unit. So here AU requesting to NFAC for conducting inquiry or verification from verification unit, or any technical assistance from the technical unit. Then what will happen here? NFAC to issue notice to the assessee or any other person for information document to be submitted within the time given in the notice to the NFAC. So NFAC will issue the notice to the assessee. NFAC will issue the notice to the assessee or any other person, and they will give the time in the notice, whatever time, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, they will give in the notice, and they will ask for information document from the assessee, and they will give the time. Now, NFAC to assign the case to any verification unit through the automated allocated system, or NFAC to assign the case to any technical unit through the automated allocated system, means they will assign that case to the verification unit, technical unit for the verification purpose and technical help purpose. Now what will happen? Technical unit and verification unit will send report to the NFAC, and guys, assessee or any other person file response to the NFAC within the time given in the notice. Here assessee or any other person will file the response to the NFAC within whatever time they have given in the notice. Now what will happen? NFAC shall send the report received from the verification unit, technical unit, and information document received from assessee or any other person to the assessment unit. So guys, whatever like NFAC received from assessee or technical unit, verification unit, they will send to the assessment unit. Now guys, suppose assessee not replying at all. Assessee is basically not replying to the department, not replying to the NFAC. Then what NFAC will do? If assessee fails to comply with the above notice, means notice is issued but assessee not replying, or the notice issued under section 142(1), that is RIA notice for written information account, or the terms of notice under section 143(2), 143(2) notice, scrutiny notice they have issued, and assessee not replying, then what NFAC will do? NFAC shall intimate such failure to the assessment unit. They will communicate to the assessment unit that assessee is basically not replying at all. Assessee is not replying at all. Now what they will do? If assessee is not replying, then assessment unit, that AU, shall serve a notice through the NFAC under section 144. 144 for bad judgment assessment, because assessee is not cooperating here. Assessee is not replying at all. Then AU shall serve a notice through the NFAC under section 144, giving him an opportunity to show cause as why the assessment in his case should not be completed as per the bad judgment. Means here assessment unit will make one notice and they will send to the NFAC. NFAC will communicate to the assessee, and in that notice they mention that okay, we have issued you some notice, you are not replying that notice and all, why your assessment should not be completed as per the bad judgment assessment. Now guys, next part. If assessee file response, if assessee file the response of that show cause notice, then NFAC forward that to assessment unit. But assessee fails to file the response, then NFAC shall intimate such failure to the assessment unit. Here NFAC will communicate to assessment unit that assessee is not replying at all. Now what will happen? Assessment unit shall, after taking into account all the relevant material available on record, prepare in writing. Means after considering everything. Now what assessment unit is going to do? Now assessment unit will determine your income or loss proposal. So they will make one income or loss proposal, and what they will do. So pay attention. An income or loss determination proposal where no variation prejudicial to the assessee is proposed, and send a copy of such income or loss determination proposal to the NFAC. Here assessment unit made one proposal for the determination of loss or income, but there is no variation harmful for the assessee. So can I say that when they are not making any variation which is harmful for the assessee, so there is no need to give the opportunity of being heard to assessee. Means opportunity of being heard to assessee is required only if they are going to make any variation that is harmful for the assessee. But here they have not made any variation which is harmful for the assessee, so there is no need to provide any opportunity of being heard to assessee. But guys, suppose in the second case, in any other case, means here assessment unit is going to do something bad with the assessee, means they are making the proposal that is the harmful for the assessee. Then what will happen? In any other case, show cause notice stating the variation harmful to the interest of assessee proposed to be made, and calling upon him to submit as to why the proposed variation should not be made, and serve such show cause notice on the assessee through the NFAC. So here guys, suppose they are making any variation, and that variation is a harmful for SSC, then what will happen here? This particular assessment unit, they will prepare one show cause notice, and that show cause notice they will send to the NFAC. NFAC will send that show cause notice to the SSC, and with that variation, this variation we are going to make in your assessment. Now next part, if SSC file the response, to the NFAC, then NFAC forward that to the assessment unit. But if SSC fails to file the response, then NFAC shall intimate such failure to the assessment unit. Suppose SSC not file the response of that show cause notice. SSC file the response, then that response will be forwarded to assessment unit by NFAC. But suppose SSC not file the response, in that particular case, that they will intimate to assessment unit that SSC is not filing the response. Now next part, AU, assessment unit. After considering above response, on the basis of relevant material available, prepare an income or loss determination proposal and send the same to the NFAC. So here, after considering the response of SSC, they will make one statement of, that is a statement of income or loss determination proposal. You can say that income and loss determination proposal they will send to the NFAC. So here I can say that at this point, if there was no variation, then directly they will send that proposal to the NFAC. But suppose there is a variation, then first they will give opportunity of being heard to SSC, and after that they will send that proposal variation to the SSC, to the NFAC. Now NFAC is having that proposal variation. Now what they will do with that proposal variation? So there may be two possibilities. One possibility is, suppose here NFAC feel that NFAC is having one proposal. NFAC is having one proposal for the determination of the income or losses, and guys, there may be variation in that or there not be any variation, that depends. Now guys, here NFAC feel that it should be sent to any review unit, then they will send to review unit. But suppose they think that there is no need to send to review unit, then they will ask to assessment unit to prepare the draft order directly. They will ask assessment unit to prepare the draft order. What happened here? There may be two possibilities, because I mentioned the or this or that. This means directly they will tell to, mostly what happen in the very small cases, and when they think that there is no need of review, then they will ask to assessment unit, just prepare the draft order from that proposal of determination of loss and gain. And guys, suppose they feel that once we should review that particular proposal, in that particular case they will ask to review unit to review it. So here first we will discuss about the first part. NFAC shall convey to the assessment unit to prepare the draft order in accordance with the income or loss determination proposal, which shall thereafter prepare the draft order. So here assessment unit is going to make the draft order now. But suppose if they wish to send that proposal to the review unit, then second part is related to that. NFAC shall assign the income or loss determination proposal to the review unit through the automated allocated system for conducting the review of such proposal. Now what review unit will do? Review unit shall conduct the review of the income or loss determination proposal assigned to it by the NFAC, and it shall prepare a review report and send that review report to the NFAC. Now NFAC shall, upon receiving the review report, forward the same to the assessment unit which had proposed the income or loss determination proposal. So now this review report will be with the assessment unit. Now what assessment unit will do? Assessment unit shall, after considering such review report, means they will consider that review report, accept or reject some or all of the modification, or after recording reason in case rejection of such modification. So suppose they are rejecting some modification, they are saying that no, this should not, we will not consider that modification. In that case, they have to give the reason for that. Means here assessment unit has to write the reason why they are not considering the modification, and after that they will prepare the draft order, and obviously now this draft order they will send to the NFAC. First is a direct, like here NFAC directly told to assessment unit to prepare the draft order, and second case is after review unit suggestion they will prepare the draft order. Now there is a draft order with the NFAC. So here AU shall send such draft order to the NFAC. Now what NFAC will do with that draft order? There may be two possibility. One possibility is directly they will ask assessment unit to make it final order. Directly they will ask assessment unit to make it final order. But suppose that SSC is that SSC. That SSC is basically that specified SSC, DRP SSC. non-resident foreign company, and there is any variation, or suppose that any assessee case was transferred to TPO and TPO made some adjustment, so that type of assessee, then this is the part 144 section. But otherwise what will happen, suppose there is a normal assessee, then what will happen? First I will discuss this part. In case of eligible assessee under section 144C, then NFAC shall serve the draft order to the assessee. But otherwise, in other case, the NFAC shall convey the assessment unit to pass the final assessment order in accordance with the draft order, which shall thereafter pass the final order and intimate penalty proceeding, if any, and send it to NFAC. So what assessment unit will do? In accordance with the draft order, they will make it final, and final order will be sent to the NFAC, and they will also initiate the penalty proceeding. They will intimate that penalty proceeding will be initiated. Now NFAC will serve that draft order to the assessee. So here, upon receiving the final order, NFAC shall serve a copy of such order and notice for initiating penalty proceeding, if any, on the assessee, along with the demand notice or refund of any amount due to the assessee on the basis of such assessment. So here guys, final order will be delivered to the assessee. Now what happen if the assessee is that DRP assessee? So suppose if that assessee is a eligible assessee as per section 144C, that non-resident foreign company or any other assessee case transferred to the TPO and all, if that assessee, then what will happen? Assessee either has to file his acceptance to the NFAC, suppose he has filed his acceptance to the NFAC, or file his objection to the DRP as well as the NFAC. Here assessing officer is the NFAC only na. So here we will file the objection to the DRP as well as the NFAC. Now what will happen? Where eligible assessee file objection with the DRP, then NFAC shall such intimation along with the copy of objection filed to the assessment unit. Suppose here assessee filed the objection to the DRP. Then here DRP as well as the NFAC. So NFAC will send that objection copy to the assessment unit. Assessee is already went to the DRP. Or suppose if assessee has given the acceptance, then what will happen? AU shall, upon receipt of intimation, pass the assessment order in accordance with the relevant draft order and initiate penalty proceeding, if any, and send the order to the NFAC. Suppose assessee has given the acceptance, then obviously like directly they will make it final order. But suppose assessee went to the DRP. Now what will happen? DRP will issue the direction to the NFAC. So here, NFAC shall, upon receipt of the direction issued by the DRP, forward such direction to the assessment unit. Now guys, the DRP direction is binding on the assessment unit, because DRP direction was binding on the assessing officer. So DRP is a team of 3 CIT. So obviously that direction will be binding. So here now assessment unit will pass the final order as conformity with the direction of the DRP. So here, assessment unit, in conformity with the direction, complete the assessment and initiate penalty proceeding, if any, and send a copy of assessment order to the NFAC. Now guys, NFAC shall, upon receipt of assessment order, serve a copy of such order and notice for initiating penalty proceeding, if any, to the assessee, along with the demand notice or the amount of refund due to assessee on the basis of such assessment. And guys, after completing the assessment, NFAC, after completing the assessment, transfer all the electronic record of the case to the assessment officer having jurisdiction over that case. So suppose that assessee belongs to Chennai, then guys, whatever the electronic record related to that assessee, after completing assessment, NFAC will transfer that record to the Chennai assessing officer. So in future he may take care of that records. Okay, so that all record will be transferred to the officer having the jurisdiction over the case. Now guys, there are some other point related to faceless assessment. There are some additional point. First point is, all communication between NFAC, assessment unit, verification unit, technical unit and review unit, and assessee or any other person should be exclusively by the electronic mode only. Means everything will be through the electronic mode only. Means all your communication will be through the online electronic mode. Not a physical communication is not allowed. Now next part, but there is one exception related to the verification unit. It shall not apply to the inquiry or verification conducted by verification unit in the circumstances as may specified by the board. So board may put some exceptional cases where verification will be done in the physical mode. There is no online and all. So in physical mode, they can do the verification, and for verification, it is many times it is needed the physical mode. So they are saying that board may specify some cases where verification unit work directly on the physical mode, not on the faceless manner. Now next part. In a case where variation is proposed in the income or loss determination proposal or the draft order, and the opportunity is provided to assessee. Suppose guys, if opportunity is provided, opportunity of being heard, I just mentioned that suppose if there is any variation and that variation is harmful for the assessee, then department will give you the opportunity. Department will give you the opportunity here in the second part. In any other case, show cause notice stating variation harmful for interest of assessee proposed to be made, calling upon him submit why the proposed variation should not be made and to a server show cause notice to the assessee. So guys, when opportunity of being heard is given to assessee, now guys, here assessee may request that I need to give the oral submission in my response, because it is not possible to write on the mail or that portal. I need to give you the oral submission. So question is that is allowed? Answer is yes. Here they will allow you, but they will allow only through the video conferencing or video telephony, because many times what happen, it is not possible for you to explain the case through the written mode. So many times you need that, sir, I want to explain you my case. You are making some variation, but we want to explain you our case. So just give us the opportunity of the telephonic conversation. So what they will do, they will give you the facility of the video conferencing, and guys, you will get the link and you and your chartered accountant can sit there, and on that particular time you can talk with the assessment unit. But you will not able to know that who is the, like where that assessment unit is located or where that officer is located. So there will be a video conferencing, and that video conferencing, they will allow you the video conferencing. But guys, so here what this point says, pay attention. Point number 2. In case where the variation proposed in the income or loss determination proposal or draft order, an opportunity is provided to the assessee by serving a show cause notice, the assessee or his authorized representative, may chartered accountant, as the case may be, may request for personal hearing so as to make his oral submission or present his case before the IT authority for relevant unit. The income tax authority of relevant unit shall allow such hearing through the NFAC, and which shall be conducted exclusively through the video conferencing or video telephony. Now next part. Examination of the record or statement of assessee or any other person shall be conducted by IT authority only through the video conferencing. If they are recording any statement and all, that will be through the video conferencing. Now next part. CBDT shall establish the facility for video conferencing at various locations, so assessee or any other person can use them if they are not having facility at their end. So for an example, any assessee don't have the laptop, or that person is not having that laptop, that camera facility or net facility, then guys, he may visit to nearest income tax department. In any income tax department, they have set up that type of facility. So they will allow him to use that camera, and they allow that laptop, so he can present his case in the telephonic video conferencing mode. So here CBDT shall establish the facility of video conferencing at various locations, so assessee or any other person can use them if they are not having facility at their end. Now guys, there may be possibility when assessment unit is doing the assessment, that time there may be possibility they feel that there should be a special audit, because assessee books of accounts is very complex, or suppose in assessee's books of accounts there is a multiplication of account and all. So question is that can here in faceless manner assessment unit may request to NFAC for the special audit or not? Answer is yes. And guys, what will happen? Suppose that is requested by the assessment unit to the NFAC, then guys, chartered accountant will do the special audit. And so what happens? They will intimate to the jurisdictional CIT, PCIT, CCIT or PCIT, means NFAC will intimate them, and they will ask that just appoint a chartered accountant. Chartered accountant will do the special audit. But a special audit, obviously, that will be done in the physical manner, that will not be in the online manner. So here, what point number 5 says that if at any stage of the proceeding before it, assessment unit having regard to the nature and complexity of accounts, volume of the accounts, doubt about the correctness of the account, multiplicity of the transaction in the account, or specified nature of the business activity of assessee and the interest of the revenue is of opinion that it is necessary to do so, it may, upon recording its reason in writing, refer the case to the NFAC, stating that the provision of section 142A may be invoked, means we need the special audit. Now, the PCCIT, PDGIT in charge of the NFAC, means who manages the NFAC? NFAC is managed by the highest level officer, that is the PCCIT or PDGIT. They manage the NFAC. So they are in charge of NFAC. What they will do? If he consider appropriate that the provision of section 142(2)(a), that is a special audit, may be invoked in the case, forward the reference received from assessment unit to the jurisdictional PCCIT, CCIT, PCIT, CIT having jurisdiction over such case and inform the assessment unit accordingly. So they will request to your CIT, PCIT, CCIT, PCCIT. Suppose SSC belongs to the Chennai, then Chennai CIT, PCCIT, CCIT or PCCIT, they will intimate them that we need this SSC case, there is a special audit. Now next, one more point, guys. This PCCIT or PDGIT, they are in charge of the NFAC at any stage. If they feel that the assessment should not be done in the faceless manner, it should be done in the like a normal assessment, then they may transfer your case to your jurisdictional assessing officer at any stage. So PCCIT or PDGIT in charge of NFAC, if he consider appropriate, may transfer the case to the assessing officer having jurisdiction over such case. So there may be possibility, suppose they feel that it is not possible to done the assessment in the faceless manner, then they may transfer your case to the jurisdictional assessing officer and your assessing officer will do the assessment. Your normal assessing officer, that normal assessing officer will do the assessment. This is